the channel. So today's video, we're going to give the boss some love. In about 3 weeks, I'll be doing autocross with my dad. That should be a fun video in itself. And my little boy is going to be racing go-karts for the first time. And at 5 years old, probably about 35 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. It's going to be pretty. It should be fun for him, and I'm looking forward to it. But today, we're going to be in preparations for the autocross. We're going to be installing the McLeod clutch line. Basically, the reason we're doing this is the plastic line that's installed in these cars stock. When it gets hot, it has a tendency to deform, so you lose that constant pressure on the metal. So, because due to the expansion, so this metal line is going to alleviate that and apply all pressure to the clutch directly at all times. So it's I've been told it's a must-have, and I'm looking forward to getting this on. And so we're gonna bring that to you guys. I have this thing already backed up on the ramps. It's gonna. Oh, there's Charlie. I have this thing backed up on the ramps. It's the only way I can get my jack under it. So we're gonna get it up on the jack stands and try and knock this thing out. Alright guys, got the car up on jack stands. First part of the install is to remove the old clutch line. So we're going to go to the bottom, oh, the camera's not focusing, bottom line here, and there's a clip holding in the clutch line. So we got to pop the clip. I'm trying to do this left-handed, I'm righty, so bear with me. Oh, there it goes. You want to make sure you have a rag below. Oh, thank God it fell through. Alright, you want to make sure you have a rag below so you can catch where that's going to come out. And there she goes. Oh yeah. And good thing we got the rag, because it just started spewing. So we're going to keep that there. Catch that residual fluid. I want to make sure we don't get any on the paint if we can avoid it. So yep, that's sitting there. Alright, next part's going to be going under the car and removing it from the train. Guys, I'm under the car on the driver's side. The next part is to uninstall the clip the line on the driver's side, and so fluid is going to run out, so you're going to have to be mindful of that and stay out of the way. So I'm probably going to put my phone down as I unconnect it. It's the same way you can see the little clip at the back there. Just going to pop it out with my little pick and catch the fluid with the rag. So I'm going to put my phone down real quick and take care of that. Alright guys, so I got the old line off, and the thing you're going to have to do is take this elbow piece and transfer it. I've already done that. It's already on the steel line, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing installed. And you're going to need a zip tie. So the first part we're going to install is the one on the firewall, and you're going to need a zip tie to keep it off the exhaust manifold. So I'm going to go grab one of those, and we'll get... Alright guys, so I went ahead and installed the clutch line. Plugged it right into the firewall, and I zip tied it away from the exhaust manifold. So it's routed back. It's pretty good. Problem is, there's these little retaining clips that go in there. Well, I had it halfway in. As I went to adjust the line, it shot out like a bullet. And I'm looking for it, and it's the next day actually from this project, because I gave up last night, and I still can't find them. I can't find either of them. I had the exact same problem happen to both of them, thinking that it'd be a pretty common fix, and it in fact is not. So what I'm going to have to do is order 2 clips from either McLeod or Steeda. The clips are about yay big, and it's literally all it is a retaining clip. And guess how much these things cost? The cheapest price I found is $10 per clip for something you could probably go to Ace Hardware for and get a similar style clip for like 20 cents. So I might do that. I might order them from, I'm probably going to order them from Steeda. I need to get them here. I need it done right. I don't want to jinky up my car. So I'm going to find the correct clips, and if I find the other ones laying around, knowing that they're basically shards of gold, I'm going to put them somewhere safe if I'm sweeping my garage and I catch them. So since I'm on hold for that right now, the clutch line's in. I've got an actual exhaust leak from the mid pipe where it connects to my right after the aftercats, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten those down while I wait for the part to get here. It's been a slight exhaust leak, and it's been there for about a year, and I've kind of ignored it. So now it's time to tackle it. It's up off the ground, so I'm gonna knock that out, and when I get those retaining clips, I'll come back. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so for those of you who are not like super familiar with the Boss, figured I'd go ahead and do a little video on the exhaust setup down here.
So what you can see here is a special mid pipe. The mid pipe has side dumps, which are my favorite part of the car. I was not aware it had side dumps until I had actually bought the car and I got under it and I was like, huh, look at that. There was when you buy the car, they come with a restrictor plate right here. These restrictor plates have been removed, and I have direct flow out the sides. The other part that restricts a little bit of flow was there was a resonator right there. The resonator takes flow from, probably about the size of a little more than a silver dollar to about maybe a quarter in there. I mean, it was a pretty small hole. And I've done a video on that, so go back to my videos and take a look. But I now have a direct flow out the sides, and when this thing kicks into its lopey idle, gets mean. I still have my stock resonators with the the stock looking dent in there, but that is stock, surprisingly. And I have SLP loudmouth axle back out the back, and you can see my hitch sticking down, so I can take the boys with me. But that's my setup, and yep, I can't find the clip, so it looks like I'll be ordering those $10 clips. But at least I think I got my leak all buttoned up, and my exhaust isn't hanging as low as it was. So I probably waited too long on that, but I took care of it. So I guess I'm gonna order those clips, and I'll get back to you.
Alright guys, so I'm picking up this video approximately 6 days later. I had to order the replacement clips. Could not find anything comparable at a hardware store. Tried to make some stuff work. Didn't work. Here are the replacement clips. I've got one of them here. And for the price of $30, I got 2 of them sent to my house. So, these things are basically laced in gold. So to not lose them like I did last time, because the last one shot off, I basically came up with this plan, and it should work, because I already tried it with the clips I tried to manufacture. I'm going to tie dental floss to it as I try to push it in, and that way if it's out like a bullet like the last ones did, I can retain them and fish them out of wherever they go. That's my plan at least, and so hopefully it works. If I lose another one in the fender well, then I'm just going to take off the whole wheel and the fender well, and I really don't want to. I'll do it anyway to find the old one if I can. I'm going to go ahead and try and get these on, and then get the car lowered, because I'm planning on taking the boys to a cruise-in tomorrow if it's not raining. So we can take care of that and stand by. All right, now that we've got I got the clutch line secured, thank God. I'm gonna get in and start pumping the clutch and see if we can get the break the vacuum, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys. So I've got the clutch line installed in a way that it's good. I'm gonna show you what was happening. So I tried to install it. I got my, my $30 clips, and one of them kept blowing out. Just kept, every time I pumped the clutch and get it to enough pressure, it just like, shoot out, and I wasn't holding it in. So what I ended up doing was going to Home Depot and buying some retainer fasteners for about 3/8 size, and I was able to get them in there. And they're in, but since they're not designed for it, I don't know if they would stay in. So I took a hose clamp that I was able to get around it and just kind of snug it up to where I can make sure it at least won't just pop out. I'm gonna I'm gonna go back out to, I got it from Steeda, and they've been pretty good to me. So I'm gonna go back out to them to see if they can replace it for me and get me the right part. But this should hold in the meantime. I couldn't yank it out. I had a hard time getting it in, and I put it in and pulled it out a few times, and you really got to yank it out, so it shouldn't shoot out. It should actually be, it could be a permanent thing, but it's in there. I'll show you guys that here. All right, now I know there's gonna be some people butthurt about this, but I got it down in there, and it's in there pretty good. That's just snug on there as a precaution that the clip doesn't just explode out if I'm on a road trip down the road. And I'm gonna keep the stock hose in the car. I'm gonna keep and once I get the new clip and put the clip in, I'm gonna keep stock hose in the car in case there's an issue with this and it just keeps happening. But right now it's just how it sits. So, yep. So the car's looking good. I'm getting it ready. I'm gonna take the boys to a benefit cruise for veterans. So we're gonna get that going, and I'll probably do a little video on that as well. But we're getting going. My son has hockey practice in the morning, and then after practice we're gonna head over. But the car's looking nice and clean for the most part. Still need to do some when we get there. I'm a little sweaty and I keep leaning on it, so just to check on stuff. So that's good, and yep, look forward to seeing you guys at the show. I tried to tighten down my exhaust like I discussed earlier, and still have a minor leak, so we ended up getting my mid-pipe welded. Not sure yet, but did my oil change as well, so that's good to go for probably the next year almost. And I got autocross coming up at the end of the month. Can't wait to bring you guys that video as well. But thanks for watching, and see you guys later.